attitudes. Supreme Court rejects Karnataka MP and rape convict Prajwal Revanna's plea seeking transfer of his pending trials in 3 other rape cases, apart from the one on which he has been convicted, to another trial court. Revanna's plea urged the transfer of the trials to another court with a different judge from the one that convicted him and sentenced him to life imprisonment after finding him guilty of raping a house help. I have Sambhav Sharma joining me with more details. Sambhav, what more can you tell us?
Well, here in the latest update from the Supreme Court in Prajwal Revanna's transfer petition, the Supreme Court two-judge bench headed by the Chief Justice of India, Surikant, has rejected his transfer petition. This particular petition was filed by Prajwal Revanna seeking transfer of his pending trial, 3 other trials in the rape cases. Remember, he's already been convicted in one of the cases, and now he moved the Supreme Court to transfer the remaining 3 cases to some other trial court, some other judge. And here the Supreme Court has rejected the Prajwal Revanna's petition is what is latest in this particular case. Now, the remarks being made by the Chief Justice of India are very important. Remember, here the Chief Justice of India has said that the trial court will not decide on the grounds of evidence and not on some kind of prejudice or any kind of bias. And CJI has said that the observations made by the court are more of hypothetical in nature. It cannot be ground for, in a way, criticizing the judiciary. The CJI has used the word browbeating the judiciary, in a way criticizing the judiciary. That cannot be used. This is what the CJI has said, that observations made, generally courts make observations, so those observations during the trial cannot be the ground to question judiciary. And here, in a way, it's an important message by the Chief Justice of India, Surika, Chief Justice of India. He said that correct themselves, and there is a heavy workload, is what is said by CJI, and that is why a certain kind of prejudice cannot be in a way leveled on a certain judge, and in a way the trial will continue in the same court where earlier trial happened. So in a way, no relief to Prajwal Revanna from the Supreme Court when it comes to his transfer petition, which he filed in the Supreme Court. This particular petition was filed in the Supreme Court seeking the transfer of his pending trials. Now, in one of the trials, remember, he's already been convicted of rape and sentenced to life imprisonment. Remaining 3 trials, now no relief from the Supreme Court, will continue in the same court where earlier trial happened. But the observations made by the Chief Justice of India are important, and here
Sambhav, stay on with me. I'll come back to you. A bench of CJI Surikant and Justice Joymala Bagchi observed that the said judge who's convicted Revanna in one case will not be influenced or swayed by that decision in dealing with the pending cases. The bench stated there's no reason to doubt that trial court's presiding officer is swayed by the fact that he found the other petitioner guilty in another case, and obviously the decision in pending cases will be confined on the basis of the evidence in cases pending trial. No inference shall be drawn against the petitioner based on the previous trial. Sambhav, back to you on this development.
Well, absolutely. Here the Supreme Court has made it clear and said that the trial court remarks against Prajwal Revanna cannot be the grounds for biased allegations. And this is very important observation by the Supreme Court, which not just applies in this case, but generally it applies on other cases as well. Because generally, if people do not get a favored order from the courts, they started questioning courts. And here the CJI and Supreme Court has said that a trial court remarks against Prajwal cannot be the ground for biased allegations, and CJI Surikant has in a way warned against browbeating the judges and said that the current trial must be decided
All right,
only
Sambal,
on
thanks for
evidence.
joining me with those details. And we're getting more breaking news coming in. Indigo cancelled as many as 36 flights to and from Chennai airport on Thursday, including 24